Whatever happened to the man of steel balls? Did he vanish forever into the chauvinistic night? Or did he face the hero's dilemma, torn between saving the world and saving himself? It all started in 1990, with the making of a Misogynist.
Everyone loved Commander Keen. Well, everyone except his mother.
She was very biblical, and by biblical I mean Old Testament, and by Old Testament I mean abusive.
Determined to emancipate himself, Keen went back to the only home he knew.
We made him an executive. He was a commander in the Navy, for God's sake.
Seeking an avatar for his suppressed machismo, Keen helmed a new project.
He said we need an all-American hero. We need a man.
That man was Duke Nukem, feminist, freedom fighter, and world-renowned intellectual.
He marched with Dr. King. He stood proud with the suffragettes. He mailed placentas to Republican congressmen.
But Duke thought apogee was sexist.
Sexist? I had a secretary, and a wife, and a girlfriend. How could I be sexist?
Nevertheless, a deal was struck. The product was surprisingly successful.
He danced through a nuclear-ravaged world, collecting turkey legs, soda cans and footballs.
He was trying to mop up the mess left by the inexorable American phallus.
And he had massive macho man melons. Everyone was happy.
Everyone that was except Duke. Doubt crept in, like a cake through a mailbox.
He said to me, "Do people realise that Dr. Proton is actually Ronald Reagan?"
Galvanized, Duke raised the stakes, enlisting his greatest feminist ally. The daytime diva was to become Keen's sworn nemesis.
She was a self-made woman from a poor background, and he was a massive dick.
Despite tension, Duke wangled Oprah a cameo, and even produced a tie-in book.
I learned so much about me. And I got a free car, so...
However, Duke went too far with Level 2, the abortion grotto.
It was this moist, fertile cave under constant government surveillance.
It was a blatant comment on the intrusion of the state into reproductive rights. Though I never really understood the spiders.
Yeah, that was me. You know, vagina arachnida.
Keen was furious at this blatant feminism.
He said, "I'm not here to help women, I'm here to ruin them."
Keen staged a hostile takeover, transforming apogee into 3D realms. Meanwhile, Duke busied himself with 3D, his anti-masculine opus.
He saved girls from chauvinist pigs.
He destroyed pornographic cinemas.
He helped girls shake off the shackles of male oppression.
Shake it, baby.
But Keen recut Duke's opus, turning it into a misogynistic masterwork. Duke's reputation was destroyed.
Hillary Clinton spat on him. Twice.
Devastated, he left the company. But Keen only grew keener.
He said, "I will produce the most misogynistic game ever made."
The call went out. 3D realms needed a new Duke.
We had people lining up. One guy in particular.
Of course, Luigi loved Commander Keen. After all, he'd never forgiven the suffragettes for ruining the Epsom Derby.
That's gotta hurt.
Meanwhile, Duke worked hard to undo the damage done, opening women's crisis centers across America.
But no one came. The Duke name was poison.
But 3D realms were facing problems of their own.
They tried a Camp Duke, a Fat Duke, a 2.5D Duke, and a whole host of pocket Dukes, but nothing worked.
Nearly bankrupted, Keen turned to pseudoscience.
Maybe we could clone Duke, you know, make our own.
Investing their last millions in dubious Latin American laboratories, 3D Realms cloned their Duke replacement, codenamed Sam.
He was like Duke, but without the substance. He was perfect.
However, levity was not in the Duke bloodline.
He was just so serious.
Confused by his very existence, Serious Sam left 3D Realms.
To be or not to be? That is a serious question.
Keen exploded. He screamed, "I made you!" And Sam replied, "But why?"
However, a legal challenge was to destroy 3D Realms.
It was Keen's mother. Apparently Keen was still a minor, and he wasn't even in the Navy.
Forever was sold, on the verge of completion.
It was so nearly finished. All they needed was Duke.
Duke Nukem was presented with a choice between his ideals and his idealism.
They said, if you come back, we will fund the global launch of the crisis centres.
Japan, Ireland, North Korea, we'd shove them anywhere, as long as he finished the game.
He chose decisively. The game fulfilled Commander Keen's ultimate vision of puerile misogyny.
Tears ran down my face every time he punched a breast. Every time he killed a babe. It was beautiful.
And the rape jokes, what a pro.
Looks like you're fucked.
Commander Keen's study in chauvinism was complete, ironically funding a new age of tolerance.
Keen was furious.
He sent me letter after letter after letter, until the suicide, that is.
Millions of babes were liberated worldwide.
Duke had won. For womankind.
Duke had battled long and hard, and only won thanks to a powerful compromise. The moral lessons are patent.
Don't trust children.
Fear the power of a mother.
Fight misogyny with misogyny. Yeah!